Good afternoon, y'all. What's up, Nicholas, Mr. Weedy, Snow Goose, Milky, Captain Stinkfus, Bjorn Sens? What's up, Flambeau? Thank you for the KvK hard carry by 20. Even the strongest kingdom in a camp is reliant upon the other kingdoms, right? What MF always said, even the strongest player in the game has to be surrounded by a good team. And we had a good team in the Earth camp. We didn't carry anyone. Without those guys, we wouldn't have been victorious. I appreciate the kind words, right? But in the same respect, I'm living in reality here. Without the kingdoms we had in the camp with us, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish what we did. What's going on at Mad Mania? See, Mad Mania's jumping right into it. He's not even giving me a chance to say hello to everybody, set the tone for the stream. He's popping in here right away with that migration command. So, yeah, after taking a look at the people coming to the kingdom, looking at our power, the people leaving the kingdom, the people going to the cloud, etc., we're done recruiting. Knowing that he has probably 40 more messages to go through, we're done recruiting. We're not looking for any more players during our next migration window. We've reached our cap. We want to stay a low B seed kingdom for the present time. Make sure we bring in the right players to replace the players that are leaving and go from there. The only way we'd consider players for the next migration window is if they are exceptional, elite, outstanding, top tier, crystal spending players, or are a top tier player in the Asian time zone, our downtime. So yeah, 350 applications in the last 10 days. It just, I'd love to bring everybody in, but we don't want to get to a point where we're following the 1029 business model. Right? Slow and steady. We've seen too many kingdoms that just open the doors, bring in a ton of people, and 70% of those are dead weight. I'm not saying anyone here that applied would be dead weight. It's our business model. It's how we plan the kingdom out. It's how we've been successful. It's how we're going to continue to be successful. That's true, but we could press it a bit when we didn't see PK players. As soon as they popped up, we were pressed into a corner. Yeah, y'all ran from me like I had the frickin' plague. I mean, I'd go back to my city. All of a sudden, there'd be 30 enemy marches there. I'd come out of my city. Y'all would run away. You'd frickin' scatter. Just to get 2.2 billion kill points, I feel like I was chasing marches half the time. We are done recruiting. If you still want to annoy or bother one, contact Choco Guinness, but don't contact me. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot to do, right? We won KvK, yeah. We didn't get the star at the end, yeah. It is what it is. We had a hard battle. That's what we wanted. We had a tough fight. That's what we wanted. Many of our players wanted to do a 1 versus 3 in the KvK just to ensure that we were able to fight like we wanted to. I'm glad we didn't do that. Fire camp was tough. Wind camp was tough. Water camp was tough. We never would have survived a 1 versus 3. We'd probably be back in D-Seed right now, and I'd be running around with one march at 80 million power. They ran from PK in general, but they ran from you more. So I consider the KvK a win, even if we're not getting the star in the end, because I mean, Fire did great. Let's be honest, right? 7.8 billion DKP to our 7.7 billion. You know, they deserve it. As far as raw numbers go, and yeah, the battles were quite different. But as far as raw numbers go, that's what we agreed upon at the start of KvK. That's one thing we learned as well. Right? We're gonna try and do things a little differently in future KvKs. You know, instead of agreeing initially that best DKP gets the star in the end, you know, we're gonna build things into the discussion like winning zones, like winning altars, DKP. We're gonna have tiebreakers in there, you know, to determine, okay, if everyone is even, if everybody won their zones, won every altar. You know, if DKP is similar, then we're gonna have tiebreakers in there. You know, how many players does each camp have in the top 100 for kills, for deads? So I mean, it's part of the game, right? And the last thing that I want 1029 or any of our allied camps to be known for is for breaking our word. Now, you know, we got screenshots of players that we thought were suspicious from the Fire camp, and even if you eliminate those kills and deads that those players got, mainly the deads that those players got, Fire camp still beat us. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Am I disappointed? Yeah, I can't say that I'm not. 1029 outperformed every other kingdom in this KvK. But at the end of the day, it's not about one kingdom, it's about how you fight as a camp. It was twice as good. Yeah, I got twice as much fighting in this KvK as I did the last two combined. But we've got some outstanding players coming to this kingdom after KvK. I cannot wait. The future is so bright. You know, maybe next KvK I'll be able to take off and not have to max Crystal Tech. That's the type of players that we have coming to this kingdom in the next migration window. Maybe I won't have to use 250 teleports and do a rally every 7 minutes for 8 hours straight. Yeah, those discussions. I mean, I'll be honest, Gam, but I talked myself and the lead of Fire Camp. We messaged back and forth for damn near 20 hours straight. You know, so if we in 1029 come up with a more, what I feel a more fair contract is to start KvKs, I will definitely share it with you guys. Not retirement clap. I'm just thinking about a KvK where I don't have to be online 16 hours a day, doing 75% of the rallies, right? Where if I am actually at work and working, I can get work done rather than slide back and forth between my office PC and my gaming PC because we're taking a rally on a flag that needs to get swarmed, or we need to rally a flag that's repairing. You know, it's not about retirement, right? It's just about not always being the guy, not always feeling like I have to be online if there's fighting. And I know 90% of that is me. You know, if there are 1029 players online fighting, I want to be there to help. That's me. You can't give more Autrix though, Gambit. Autrix are set. Like our KvK, it's 210 and 60. Whoever gets the star at the end will get the 210, and whoever they're allied with will get the 60. So it was it's not as simple as saying, okay, well, we want the star on our banner, we'll give you 150 Autrix, we'll only take 120. There's only a set number that you can give out to the other camp. Coco was killing it, absolutely. Our goal is to stay out of A seed. The problem with A seed, right, is you can have some really nice KvKs with some really solid kingdoms. Then there are a bunch of kingdoms that I would say are dead weight in a KvK as an A seed. Completely dead weight. And you play as an A seed, you never know. 1960 might pop up in your KvK. 2049 might pop up in your KvK. Right? And if you get 2 or 3 A seeds with you that are not willing to kill troops and not willing to do what it takes, that would be a rough KvK. Just being real here. We have maybe 5 or 6 players in this kingdom that actually use pilots. Everyone else does their own stuff, including me. It's a hard discussion to have, Gambit. I mean, if that was the agreement pre-KvK, then honestly, I think they need to stick to it. Now, if you guys were all in Kingsland together, say your wind camp and their water camp, right? And you guys were struggling in Kingsland and they had to come and bail you out so you didn't get pushed out of Kingsland, that's a different conversation then. But if y'all did equal shares on the map, now I get it, right? We've been in KvKs also where one of the camps in our KvK had absolutely no fighting. Nobody would fight them. They were going against kingdoms that were all doing a recovery KvK, so they were never there for fights. So they're naturally going to have lower DKP, and that's not our allies' fault. Right? The last Nile that we did, we had the best stats overall. One of our allies did not get anything. And we've been there too in Nile. Nobody would fight us. Is that our fault? So I get it. Our last Nile KvK, we ended up spinning the wheel. Because one of our allied camps got no fights whatsoever. We had fights the entire time, so obviously our DKP is going to be better. You can't go by stats alone in some KvKs like that. But if there was equal opportunity to fight, if everybody won their zones, if you weren't calling for help from them, then yeah, I mean, what else do you have to go by? DKP's a tiebreaker, right? I mean, you can always do some creative stuff with some of the other rewards, right? And I don't know what KvK you're in, but let's just look at some of these other rewards, for example, right? So you can always do some creative stuff. I assume if it's a 4-camp KvK, you can both get 2 Hirons at the end. Maybe you guys get the 4 Hirons at the end and they don't. Or whoever doesn't get the Zig at the end gets the 4 and the other team doesn't. You offer 2 Hirons to the best enemy camp that was doing the fighting. Sanctuaries, relatively easy to split those. 4 sanctuaries, nobody's going to get that here. But maybe there's some look at the camp rewards, look at the conquest rewards. Maybe there's some creative things that you can do with that. What's up, Pow Pow? I'm right there with you. How are you, good sir? Congratulations for winning your KvK. You guys fought hard and won. That's the real essence of winning, not some stars in a banner. The stars are cosmetic. You know, the thing that we're disappointed about, and right, obviously, Autric rewards. Right, and I'll bring up the stats here. We can look at the stats. We did this yesterday. Just bear with me because it takes a little bit to load. How good is the Herman expertise? I plan to expertise him tomorrow. See a lot of people going 5-5-5-1. I don't play a commander unless they're expertise. Well, other than Margaret and Gonzalo, but so it's hard for me to tell you exactly how Herman is. Sorry, creatine. You know, I mean, when we're doing 31.8 billion kill points in our kingdom, and the next closest is, what is that? 8.8 billion kill points behind us. Right? When our DKP is 3.8 billion versus the next closest at 3.2 billion, it's a hard pill to swallow that we may not be able to reward all of our players who fought super hard with an Autric reward. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Going into this KvK, 99% of the players in 1029. Yeah, you're drunk, Mad. 99% of the players in 1029. We had 2 crappy KvKs before this. So 99% of the players said we don't care if we win or lose. We just want good fights, and we got good fights. There's no denying that. We got good fights. What's up, Jolene? Okay, there we go. We just had to refresh. I mean, we've got 3 players at over 2 billion kill points each. The 3 of us will get an Autric from the kill, dead, heal top 10. Got 4 other players at over 1 billion each. You know, I mean, I would love to get everybody that got a 500 million. I would love to give everybody Autric rewards, right? I mean, Hubs really just played in Kingsland, you know, and he took 3.9 million deads. During the course of the KvK, he couldn't play. He had some issues, some real life stuff going on. But what did he do? He supported the rest of the kingdom with 18.8 billion resources. You know, I mean, classified. He might be 41st in the kingdom in DKP, but he was there on the night shift many, many nights. Cerez, he might be 51st in DKP, but he was there for Kingsland. He was doing markers, which is always a great help. You know, we burn a flag, he drops a time on it. You know, I would love to give at least the top 60 players, everybody's main account, an Autric, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. So I know Mad Mania has already said he won't take an Autric at the end of this KvK. You know, again, the 4 players that are in here. Good Lord. I always click the wrong one. You know, myself, Coco Boy Sir Wolfie with kills. Myself, Coco Boy, JPJ with deads. So we got 4 players in the top 10 in kill points, or in deads, or in heal points. So they're all going to get an Autric regardless. So that's 4 other main accounts that we don't have to give an Autric to. But, I mean, we have 60 to split between the 4 kingdoms in our camp. And those conversations haven't taken place yet. But we'll have those in the next week or two. We just need some time to decompress before we have those conversations. I mean, every kingdom wants to reward their best fighters. I get that. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, right? No matter what the stats are in our camp, kingdom versus kingdom, we would not have been able to accomplish what we accomplished without having some strong allies. Well, he does, St. Jolene. He put in a ton of work this KvK, a ton of work in the off-season recruiting. He definitely deserves one, but he said he didn't want one. Hey, Pokemon trainer. Alloys, what's going on, dude? I mean, I think we're still waiting for... of course, I spelled the name wrong. A-L... Alloys ain't coming to 1029 until St. Jolene comes here. St. Jolene ain't coming here until Carr comes here. I mean, it's like the three frickin' musketeers. Sir Wolfie is a handsome man. I think you need some glasses there, Abby. You can go to that optometrist, get those prescription lenses checked. You might need some thicker glasses. Let's bring down the king. Captain Stinkfist is the king right now. Mad Mania up and flew to Turkey for vacation at the start of Kingsland. Hopefully he's got some resources in his city we can loot when we get back to Home Kingdom. The triple whammy, yeah. I hear the 2268 crew is going to stay small. So that'd be a fun fight. 1029 against their new kingdom, whatever that is. I'll take one of my accounts when Carr goes. Oh boy. This is 1316 over here in blue. They're an excellent kingdom themselves. Mad needs to kidnap Carr. They do both live in Great Britain, don't they? I missed King's Lane. I will not. That's mighty nice, yeah, Mad. But you might not have a choice depending on who's king at the time we get those Autrix. Yeah, I mean, everybody in 1029 that I talked to said they were very happy with the fighting that we got. So I think probably staying low B seed is probably where we want to be. I mean, the bigger the kingdom you have, the more potential there is for drama. Right? We try and bring in the right people to ensure that it's a drama-free kingdom, but you start to get 100, 120 people in the kingdom, and is sometimes unavoidable. Oh, Abby is Wolfie, huh? Oh, I see. Wolfie be catfishing and Chisgul and... Oh, boy. You know, I don't want 1029 ever to get so big that we're all forced to use pilots just to play a KvK. You know, I want everyone to have the choice, have fun in their own way. I don't use pilots. I never will. You know, like I said, there's maybe 5 players that do. Chisgul needs a new kingdom. I hear he dislikes drama. Oh, good God. Been in a kingdom where total stats are garbage. Bad situation. I mean, I think we've all been in bad kingdoms here and there. That's just, you know, we've seen too many kingdoms just open their doors. Oh, you got good stats, come on in. Oh, you got good stats, come on in. We want to recruit the right people with the right mindset. Using pilots is cheating? I don't necessarily agree with that myself. At the highest of levels in this game, though, it's a necessary evil. Snow Goose and Mr. Reliable coming through with 5 gifted memberships again today. You guys who remembers, I already see you doing it, popping off that Snow Goose emoji in chat. If you got a gifted membership from Snow Goose, please thank the man. And I mean, I was tired. I was tired after this KvK. I can only imagine Snow Goose. He would stay up all night with Mad Mania. I'm sure with his military training, he probably slept 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. But he was up all night with Mad Mania. Then he'd do an 8-hour job. He'd come home. He'd sleep for 4 hours. He'd get back up and do it all over again. Day after day after day after day. What's up, Drek Cool? And I believe this man is older than I am. Not trying to insult you, Snow Goose, but I believe you're older than 53. So there's something to be said about that military training that allows you to continue and push the body past the point of sleep deprivation. Snow Goose, that's very well said, Saint Jolene. Very well said. We'll bring the bomb for that one. Snow Goose is Mad's babysitter. We're the same age. Okay. Yeah, I could not do what you do. I could not do that. Not at all. I mean, it will literally take me 2 weeks to recover. Stop complaining. I carried your asses through 3 KvKs on night shifts. Not complaining. Not complaining. You're also the youngest player in the kingdom, right? So you should be the one staying up 24 hours straight. Sleep is for the weak? Then I'm freaking weak, dude, because I need sleep. I mean, I got a good six hours of sleep last night and 5 or 6 the night before. But I'm still not back to normal. And I was sitting in my chair at work today in a boring ass meeting and I fell asleep for like 15 minutes. Mad's 20 years old. He's a few months older than my youngest child. That's the scary part. Hey, I start work at 5 a.m. as well, Mr. Weedy, so I know the feeling, right? I mean, I would go to bed at 10 o'clock. I would get 4 hours sleep, wake up at 2 a.m. just to make sure Mad and Snow Goose were okay, and then end up staying and playing the game for 3 hours before I started work. So I hear you. I hear you. Matt, so your oldest child is 17. My oldest is 27. And why did the cursor go all black again? It just does that from time to time. Barb chaining? I hate barb chaining. Once I hit my 100,000 honor points, which is the minimum you need to get all the rewards, I'm just going to altars and shrines. I'll do a couple forts here and there. Oh, I hope that fort was successful. I just let it fly. I started the stream and I let it fly. Okay, good. Good. I'm like, oh damn, I started a fort rally right before I fired up the stream. I hope people joined. When war? Where's that timeout? Put user in timeout. 10 seconds, confirm. When war? I couldn't resist, Wolfie. I couldn't resist. It's only 10 seconds. Your wife told me you can get a lot done in 10 seconds. When war? The man got 2 billion kill points in this war. When war? But I mean, seriously, we got a great group of people. And, you know, we have no problem rotating R5, so we always have an R5 online. There are a good 10 people that we rotate through the R4 position so that we have R4s online to help with markers. Right, Captain? Ask me today when is war, I'll tell you tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow when is war, I'll tell you tomorrow. $23.59 was my starting kingdom. Go $23.59. Is this $23.59 here? It is. Why is it six? Why does it say 6.9? Oh no, that's G9. Sorry. Thanks for the reminder, Jolene. Yes, please, everyone. Drop that like. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 5,000 here. We can get to 5,000. We'll do a giveaway. T-shirts, hats. Maybe a bikini, some sandals. We'll see. Get to 5K subs. We'll do a giveaway. This I promise you. Speaking of giveaways, make sure you stay tuned to Forza's channel. He recently hit 1,000 subscribers and is doing a giveaway. This man sent me from the LA meet and greet. He sent me the Sovereign Key keychain that he got. He sent me a a gathering hat, a siege hat, and a garrison hat. So I have 3 hats with those symbols on them and Rise of Kingdoms on the back. You know, once I get a real office in the house and I'm not stuck on a back porch here, we will definitely get a display set up and feature those prominently. Zug is a top commander in this game. Absolutely. I don't know if I'd use Milky Way, but that's a personal choice. One Swarm Everything Bikini. No, I did not get the Artie. I did not get an Artie pillow. I don't think he got one. He didn't have an Archer hat, so sadly, he was unable to send me that. You know, we kind of did a trade, right? He's like, I'll send you some stuff, Lambo. And I'm like, well, let me send you something too. So he's got an Archer Gang t-shirt from my store. But, so yeah, if you're not already subscribed to Forza, head on over there and subscribe to him. He's a monster in 2489. Everybody says Artie's so hot. I don't see it myself. I mean, I suggested that to Lilith, that they open a store, because some of those commander sculptures that they have, I would get. I would definitely get one of the gold universal sculptures, you know, to put on the shelf below my Season 3 medal. Thanks, Jolene. You got a limited edition one, too. You and me are the only two that have that specific t-shirt. No, I take that back. I sent Mad Mania one because he was my first ever moderator. I wish they had sandals in your size. And I get it. Wearing socks with sandals is not an option. The kids make fun of me all the time when I go out of the house with socks in sandals, right? So I get it. That's not the hip thing to do. I struggled this KvK though to find a quality 3rd Infantry March. You know, we're running Alex Lucci, Scipio Wallace. Gorgo P. Ross just did not cut it. Socks with sandals, you see that a lot here in Spain. You know, I mean, if I'm just running to the store or something and I don't want to put on shoes, I'll just throw on a pair of soccer sandals. They're all German tourists. What else we got going on out here? Any other interesting KvKs that you guys are aware of? Is this the only one with fighting in it? And the heroic anthem, maybe. 3251. They're what, in the fire camp? Let's see what we got going on here. Looks like what, earth and wind. Looks like fire got their zone. Past 7, not quite open yet. Oh, this is the same KvK. What am I doing? Okay. Hello. Past 4 and 2049 on Friday. Nice. Is it bad I got a 3? Not if it's not against your kingdom rules, TJ. What's up, Jake? Make sure you all are checking out Jake the Dog Games. He still streams Rise of Kingdoms from time to time. Breaking news. Fluffy Pony, new owner, 2885. Where? Who is the Fluffy Pony new owner? No new guy. Did the old MF account change hands? I'm trying to find out who the new guy is. It's still named Fluffy Pony. So it sounds like the old MF account that was the Fluffy Pony account has a new owner. I don't have details. Thank you, Nugget, for sending me a DM telling me to look in Fight Club, but based on what I'm seeing here, looks like whoever it was removed me from their friends list. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out over time, Master. Mad Mania feet picks that bad? Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Knight? There's Mr. Nugget. Nugget, we're still trying to get Jolene to migrate to 1029 so you come with her. Here's the problem, though. Until Jolene comes here, Aloys won't come here. You won't come here. Jolene won't come here unless Carr comes here. I mean, I swear it's a conspiracy. But everyone congratulate Nugget and his fire camp for winning the star of this KvK. Where's your custom command? Here, I got a custom image for you, Knight. Hang on, let me find it. There you go. There's your custom image. Run, Forrest, run. I told Mad Mania to send Nugget nudes if that's what he needs to come over here. See? See? Nugget only joins if Jolene, it's all your fault. Nugget only joins if Jolene joins. Aloys only joins if Jolene joins. I swear. Ugh. Jolene, you got these men by the balls. I'm sure you will, man. You're drunk enough right now to do it, aren't you? Nugget, I would block Mad Mania on Discord immediately. Accurate point of view at night when he sees Lambo standing there menacingly. I don't think Mad's phone has a strong enough zoom. You know, he'd get past the mechanical zoom on the phone and he'd have to use the digital zoom. All right, Nugget was pretty chill this KvK and Lost Kingdom chat. I expected a whole lot more trolling. Oh, and here's do you want the funny story yesterday? Somebody was telling a story in Lost Kingdom chat yesterday. Somebody came into Lost Kingdom chat, named themselves Bunny. And they said on Nugget's live stream, Nugget said Lambo paid him, or Nugget said he paid Lambo $1,000 so Fire Camp could get the star at the end. So there's some more breaking news right there, right? Fake news. Fake news, that is. So yeah, I mean, I have heard everything this KvK, from 1029 is an Imperium kingdom that hides their power, to we use bots, to now Nugget paid Lambo $1,000 so Fire Camp could get the star at the end. Last KvK, it was 1029 max skipped and we hadn't. 1029 max skipped so they could stream a victory. It was, there's no sense in fighting content creators. They get free speed ups from Lilith. Right? So it's just funny. It's just funny, the stories people make up. So that's where you got all those flux scripts. What flux scripts? I mean, seriously, what flux scripts? Of course we were targeting instantly when they were city hopping. Right? I'm zoomed out in this mode with all my marches selected, so they city hop. I see their march, I click on it. Oh no. Oh no, Nugget. Just delete the DM. Right? I mean, it's not that hard to target marches leaving a city. Not enough troops. Yeah, I know. I'm out of cavalry. I know. Right? I mean, in my commands, I have the little tilde key that's below the escape key to the left of the 1 key. That's select all. So I hit that. It selects all my troops, right? Whether I'm zoomed out or zoomed in. So if I'm zoomed out and I'm sitting here chilling, I hit that key. It selects all my marches. All I got to do then, if I see an icon pop out of a city, is right click on it. Boom, attacked. As soon as I target a march, you know, I can fall back when they're out of their city or in the flag, hit that select all button again, do it all over again. And if I hide allies, it's much easier to see their marches than it is allied marches. So yeah, you're damn fucking right, I'm auto-targeting people. It's called using my eyeballs and using my brain. and having quick reaction times. I won't city hop near Lambo. He has frickin' 448,000 T5 troops per march. Not no more, Knight. Not no more. I'm down to 800. I was running 3 infantry, 3 archer, 2 cavalry there at the end. I was only using 25% expansion for half of Kingsland. Did the 50x zoom work? I don't want to know what you're sending these people, Mad Mania. I don't. I really don't. I don't see well. I need glasses anyway. Emotional damage. Yeah, when you see the pictures from Mad Mania.
You're an inspiration for bird control.
I don't want to babysit this rally. I really don't. Let's go back and watch some fighting. Well, I heard my Discord messages go off, but yeah, I don't dare look at this. I don't dare look at this. No, I'm blocking. I'm blocking right now. We don't know how old Knight is. Don't you dare send him those pictures. We don't need our recruiter, night shift R5 in freaking jail. Hey, Blackout. Doesn't look like they're locked out to me. Mad can send them for a small fee that you can pay me. $41 likes. We're almost at 50. So today, what we got pictures of the new Archer commanders, but we didn't get their skill. Well, we know what trees they have, but we didn't get their actual skills yet. Or did they send those out previously? It's been a draining KvK. My brain is fried. Mad will be R5 with the cell block. No, Mad's too pretty. Mad's too pretty. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm hoping we still got several weeks yet before the Archer commanders drop. I mean, I would very much like to get 3 MGEs under my belt with the new commander before I expertise it. I mean, in the same respect, it would be fun as hell to expertise it on day 1, throw up a live stream, do some level 1 pass testing with the new garrison commander, but we got to use our brain here. Considering 13-16 had the opportunity to plan this push, and Earth Camp had to do this unplanned, it's not a very fair. What do you mean? You always got a plan. You always got to have a plan for the worst case scenario. Were they locked out? Did they? I haven't been following this KvK myself. I mean, that's what? The art of war, right? Take your enemy by surprise. Right? I mean, when Dito came out, we expertised her right away. We did some pass rallies. We did a live stream with pass rallies. Asher is a good commander. ZL Ash, that's my go-to rally, as you well know. Lucci got released for the first time on anniversary events for free. Did he? I honestly, I can't remember, Knight. Here's the thing. I hate it when we get a nuke civilization because they always drop a legendary commander. And then they'll drop 2 more in the MGE. So it's like you get 3 commanders instead of 2. Really? And Ragnar, which reminds me I got to start saving gold keys. Ragnar, nothing to write home about. Tutmos might be good KvK1, KvK2. After that, not really impressive. How do I not remember that? Blackout, I can't remember what I did yesterday anymore. Let alone what happened a year ago. You'll understand when you get old. I could probably sing word for word every song on the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction album that came out in the late 80s, but yeah, I can't remember what commander came out as part of the anniversary event a year ago. Oh, I feel old. I feel old. 24 and don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday. I don't think I ate lunch yesterday. I spent the entire day fielding messages and getting bitched at. I shouldn't say that. About half of the messages I got were good. Thank you. We had great fun in this war. But another half of the messages, and here's the thing, right? The people that were pissed off about in Earth Camp about Fire getting the star, the people that were messaging me, yelling at me, screaming at me, bitching at me, telling me they lost respect for me because I gave up the star. At the end of the day, Fire had more DKP than we did. Period. That's what we agreed on pre-KvK. We held up our deal. Right? So for some 40 million power player to be bitching at me in my DMs for 30 minutes straight, for some 40 million power player with 200 million kill points to be talking shit to me, telling me how he lost respect for me, I have two words. Fuck off. Where the hell were you during the fighting? Like, you and your 40 million ass would be getting an Autric award in your kingdom anyway. Yeah, yesterday was brutal. I had to literally shut down the game and walk away. I got some absolutely fantastic messages from fighters in the rest of Earth Camp saying, you guys were awesome. We had a lot of fun. This was a great KvK. Thank you, 1029, for taking the lead and leading us to victory, basically. But I got just as many messages from trolls with 26 million power, with 30 million power, with less kill points in their entire Rise of Kingdoms career than I got in one single battle, calling me every name in the book. You know, I had one guy telling, oh, we didn't win if we didn't get the star. What do you mean we didn't win? We were allied with Fire Camp. We won the KvK. Dude, you're getting at least three, potentially 4 if you hit 30 million kills, coins from this KvK. You're getting a shit ton of free rewards from this KvK. You have less than 200 million kill points. You're welcome. You know, I get it. I get it. For newer kingdoms, stars mean a lot. It helps you with recruiting. But over time, many of these players will learn the players you want in your kingdom are the high IQ players. High IQ players don't care about stars on the banner. They come to your kingdom because you have a good culture there. Because you have the right attitude, because you fight hard, because you enjoy playing with each other. Would I like to get a 5th star on our banner? I'm not going to lie, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, the last 3 KvKs, we have not gotten the star. You know, this one because we agreed to DKP at the end. The one before, forget why it was the last one. I think one of the kingdoms didn't get fights, or that was the one before that. I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah, exactly, Master. You look at the stats. 1029 outperformed every other kingdom in this KvK. Anyone who knows anything about this game will look at those stats and go, holy shit. These guys are good. Since I have been here, we've lost 2 KvKs that I can remember. Okay, I take that back. 3. One KvK, we were allied with Earth Camp. They had a civil war, and it was just us and Wind Camp fighting fire and water in Kingsland for the Zig. And we were basically fighting fire only in Kingsland. We were dominating them, and then water fell back and started coming in from the backside through Pass 7. So we were getting flanked by one camp, trying to hold off them on the bottom half and trying to fight fire for the zig in the middle. So we lost that KvK. The other KvK I've talked about quite extensively, where there were 5 kingdoms in our camp. We went into the KvK saying we don't want to lead. Somebody else lead. Somebody else lead the camp. We need a break. We just want to fight. But the Turks and the Koreans couldn't get along, so we ended up leading. Turks and Koreans were at each other's throats the entire time. 2 Korean kingdoms told us, don't worry, we don't sleep in Kingsland. As soon as Kingsland came, we were 6 flags away from pushing the wind camp out. We were earth camp. And lo and behold, they go to sleep. The water camp had already pushed fire our allies out of Kingsland, so it was us on 2 camps. It was literally 3 kingdoms versus 10. We spun the wheel recently in a KvK because it's not our allies' fault. Nobody fought them. You know, I'm not about to say, oh, DKP wins the KvK when they don't even have the same opportunities we do to get DKP. That's just not fair. And maybe I'm too nice a guy. Right? But we had a Nile KvK where we didn't get any fights whatsoever. And our allies were outstanding about it. Outstanding about it. You know, they understood, right? You can't go by DKP alone when one camp is avoided at all costs by every single enemy they face. You should have taken that fight. If you won, your reputation would have let you become an... we don't want to be an Imperium Kingdom. You know this, Blackout. You know this, Blackout. I mean, we did tell Fire, right? We did tell them, hey, these stats are so close. You know, we won our Zone 5, you lost your Zone 5. We understand you pulled back in Zone 5 because it was uptime, downtime battle. But, you know, we offered them, we said, hey, if you guys want to do a Fire versus Earth camp for the Star, let's arrange 12 hours in the zone that wind and water don't have access to, and let's get it on. You know, let's have some fun battles, Fire versus Earth. You know, set some rules, right? No random teleporting, no city rallies. You know, we'll each take 7 days to set up our territory, clear resource nodes so that we can pack cities in there. You know, before they were able to answer, Earth camp, the leaders in the Earth camp just said, you know what? Originally we agreed to DKP. They won DKP. We need to do what's right. So it is what it is, guys. We had a blast. That's all we wanted. We wanted good fights. We had great fights. You know, and I keep having to remind our players of that, right? We went into this KvK saying we don't care if we win or lose. We want to pick what we feel is potentially, and it was hard. All the other 3 kingdoms were very evenly matched. You know, we want to pick what we feel is potentially the best allies for us to get the most fights that we possibly can. We had players wanting to do a 1 versus 3. That would have been brutal. But, you know, most of the players here said, we don't care if we win or lose, we just want good fights. You know, and it's not 1029 players that are coming to me crying because we're not getting the Star in the end. But I absolutely refuse to draw First Blood, be known as the Betrayal Kingdom. That just ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. And if any one of the kingdoms in our camp pulled that shit, they'd be out of the coalition. They won't get no rewards. 1 versus 3 is impossible. Absolutely agree there. You know, and the fire camp lead and I, we talked for damn near 20 hours. Looking at stats from each camp. You know, drilling down, okay, why does this player have 4 million DKP points and they're not on the leaderboard for deads? Well, they got zeroed. Okay, let's remove those stats from the equation then. Okay, let's look at the next player. You know, they sent me screenshot after screenshot of people's Hall of Heroes whenever I asked for them. So they were very accommodating when we had questions on some of the numbers that we were seeing. And even if you subtract all the questionable numbers, they still beat us in DKP. So it is what it is. Our fighting style, which we're not going to change because it's how we do things, is not DKP friendly. What's going on, White? $1960 1-on-1 versus 3. Screw you, Blackout. We're not 1960. we don't have 80 players max in Crystal Tech. You know, when you, and I've said this for 2 years, ever since I started streaming, even before. When you swarm flags and burn flags quickly, you take less deads than you do when you rally it again and again and again. It's our fighting style. It's how we have fun. We like to dominate the map. And that means swarming everything. It's not DKP friendly. But it's how we have fun. What's up, Dan? You have Lambo who fits this qualification. We have a couple players. We have a couple players that would do fantastic in 1960 and 2049. Right? You know, we've got. I'd like to think I'd do okay there. Snow Goose. You know, his stats don't show it, but this man is a monster. Echo is a fantastic player. You know, all of our R4s are fantastic players. I mean, Sir Wolfie could definitely hold his own in a big kingdom. John Paul Jones, another one, could definitely hold his own in a big Imperium kingdom. Winnie the Pooh came from 1316. Well, he was in 1029. He went to 1316, came back. Same with Shadow. Right? We have a good 6, I would say, Coco Boy, 2 billion kill points this KvK. I would say we have a good 6 to 8 players that would absolutely do wonderful in a kingdom like 1960, in a kingdom like 2049, in a kingdom like 1093. But that doesn't mean we could do a 1 versus 3. We did win KvK, White. We're not getting the star, though our allies in Fire Camp are. Coco Boy, absolutely. 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 And we can look at the stats again, because I am awfully proud of how 1029 did. And Dan, I don't know if you ended your stream and rated me. If you did, thank you. It doesn't pop up to let me know that I've been rated anymore. So, where are we at here? So just give this a second to load here. And our DKP calculation is 5 points for a dead, 2 for a T5 kill, 1 for a T4 kill. Right? We had almost 10 billion more kill points than Fire Camp had. But they took a lot more deads than we did. So that ended up, they had 7.8 billion in DKP, we had 7.7. The agreement was DKP gets the star at the end. If we look at kingdom by kingdom breakdown, 1029 had 31.8 billion kill points. Next closest was 23 billion. Okay, our DKP was 3.8 billion. Theirs was 3.2 billion. They took a lot more deads. I mean, their third kingdom in Fire Camp had more deads than we did. But that goes back to fighting style. Right? And this right here is proof. In Zone 5, they were doing rally after rally after rally on flags. It was an uptime versus downtime battle. They were getting rally versus rally versus rally on flags. So they were getting more deads in that first zone. We swarm everything. We took less deads. Okay, I mean, you can see right here, right? They shot way up the first scan after Zone 5 fighting was done. They were way ahead of us in deads. This is before Altars open. This is right before Pass 7 open. That's after Pass 7. That's after Kingsland. Right? Kill points, they were ahead of us in kill points after Zone 5. Again, same reason. They had a significant amount more fighting. They did pull out of Zone 5 eventually after we won ours, and they took the Zone 5 in between us and them. But steadily, Pass 7 opens. We're getting the crazy kill points Pass 7 in Kingsland. Didn't think what would go through, Dan. Sorry. Deads were 5 points, correct. Looking at the camp statistics, I mean, we didn't get the star, we got the win. But I am so proud of the people in 1029 and the fantastic job that they did. Not just leading the Earth camp, which had 2 newer kingdoms in it. Newer kingdoms are great, by the way. They are super freaking active, let me tell you. But, I mean, just looking at the player stats, right? 1029, 1029, 1029, 1029. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the top 10 DKP placers are 1029. Yeah, absolutely fantastic job. I myself got 2.2 billion kill points, 7.657 million deads. It was a hell of a good time. Hell of a good time. Just being honest here, right? Because we had discussions about the star. Because we saw some funky shit. Right? I mean, let's just sort by deads once. Our camp will get 60. We have yet to talk to the other kingdoms in the camp on how they would like to split those up. It was a good game until that final play where Jordan Love got hurt. Yep, it was a good game. Well, come on, website, sort by deads for me. Thank you. So, I mean, we saw some weird stuff, right? Like this guy in number 4. Taking 4.6 million deads, only getting 10 million kill points. So these are questions that the Fire Camp lead and I talked about. This is a person that got zeroed in home kingdom because they were a rogue. And that's how they got all the deads. These were all T1, T2, T3 deads, because they didn't show up in the top 100 in deads in game. So, but even subtracting these DKP points and a couple others that we saw, and then they found some of ours, right? We still won a 1 DKP. So at that point in time, they got the star. I think I spent 7 billion of each resource in this KvK. Farm gems, yep, farm gems on your main and farm resources on your farm. Although we are about at that cutoff time, so what? Monday, I got to transfer resources from my farms by Monday. So all my farms can go back to all but one of my farms can go back to the cloud. Right? Like these 3 were in the cloud as soon as KvK started. They came out of the cloud so I could start farming on them again. I have 2, 4... I have 4 other accounts that came out of the clouds to start farming, and they're still in Home Kingdom. They're still in Home Kingdom. I didn't even bring them to the KvK map because they'd just be in the starting zone anyway. Yeah, that would be nice, White. That's a recommendation that I also made to the folks in the who listen anyway in the content creators Discord. That it'd be very nice if Lilith could display dead stats, much like they do kill points, right? And break down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way you could in a KvK you could potentially give more value to T5 deads than you could to T1 deads. Yeah, we're going to get 60 Autrix for our camp, but those have to be split between the 4 kingdoms in the camp. So, we'll see how we do that. They're newer kingdoms. I get it. They need Autrix so that they can develop and to be being solid kingdoms themselves. At the same time, we did 49% of the work based on DKP. Do I think that means that we get 49% of the Autrix? I mean, if we're going just on stats, but, we couldn't have done it without them. So those are discussions we have to have yet. We just got done with Zig discussions yesterday, right? So those are not additional discussions that I want to get in for at least 3 or 4 days yet. I just need some downtime, some mental time, right? Want to connect with you guys again since I feel like past 7 opened. I think I had 2 streams plus the anniversary stream with Apocalypse. I really didn't get a chance to reconnect with you. Get some streams up there. Yeah, we'll see what happens, Blackout. We'll see what happens. I mean, 4 of us are getting an Autric award for being in the top 10 already, right? Myself, Coco Boy, Wolfie, and JPJ. So we don't need an Autric at the end. So there's definitely 4 out there that we can play around with. Mad Mania said he doesn't need one. So we'll see. We'll see. Next KvK, I forget what date we're shooting for, but after this one, and we've got, 15 days left, plus 3 migration days. So, then we're going to skip the first pop so we can get our migrants in and go in on the next pop. So I don't know where that puts us at. Sometime in October, late October, I think, maybe. I think it would be good to get a KvK in late October. Try and get it done before Christmas so we can all enjoy the Christmas holiday and New Year's with our friends and families rather than be stuck online fighting during Christmas. That's not necessarily true to Dracul. It all depends, right? It all depends. I heard other kingdoms there were players that were selling their Autrix. Maybe you can buy one from Captain Stinkfuss. Offer him $1,000 for his Autrix. I don't know. But yeah, family's huge, right? Family, football. Well, I shouldn't say football. I missed all the games on Sunday, but family, Green Bay Packers, and Rise of Kingdoms. Should always be in that order. The last thing I want to do is ask people to come and fight on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day. That's family time. It really is. I'm buying Mads for a kiss. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're going to leave you on the screen for a second while I hit the head. I'll be right back. As far as Autrix go, the thing that sucks about them, right, is it's only certain inscriptions. I mean, it's Hunter. It's this one in the upper left-hand corner. It's Hunter for wedge. Right? Or it's Intrepid for arch formation. I've already got 2 Hunters. You know, why can't I get this legendary inscription here? That's the one I want. I'm sorry, it's destructive. Good inscription, right? But yeah, it'd be nice to have a Hunter inscription on here. Or drop a nice inscription on here, right? But we'll see what we do. Let's get some KP on Christmas and New Year's. I got better things to do on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. What day of the week do those even fall on this year? Really? On a Tuesday and a Wednesday? Oh, man. Oh, I remember what I forgot to do. I didn't even get the freebies out of here yet. Rumor is it's more than gems this weekend, so I'm not spending any gems in here at all. We'll see what happens this weekend if it is more than gems. You know, we definitely want to get the materials and the goldies out of here at a minimum. Getting there. 20 legendary mats away. We're getting there. Yeah, Don. I've been full tech since before Pass 7 opened. 100%. We're just accumulating crystals now. Crystals, in case you were not aware, at the end of KvK, crystals turn into season coins. Last KvK, I had 36.1 million crystals. At the end of KvK, turned into 45,000 season coins. Which is nice starting at KvK. It allows you to get some stuff from the shop even quicker. Yeah, there has not been a season of Conquest yet that I have not maxed Crystal Tech in. $940 is not a lot though. Let's see here. So let's assume. Hey Google, turn on the office lights. Let's assume we get 180 in the first Archer MG, 90 in the second Archer MG, 60 in the third Archer MG. That's 330 plus 940 equals. That's 1270 minus 690. That leaves us 580. So we would have to get 110 more goldies between now and that third Archer MG, which is doable. It's very doable. The upcoming one will be your first. Yeah, hey, I mean, if we get 5 Crystal Tech, Max Crystal Tech players in here that have the rally, that have the equipment, that have the garrisons, man, I would love to take a KvK off from Max and Crystal Tech. I really would. I really would. I don't know if it's in me to do that. Just the way I play the game, right? But you know, if we could, we certainly, it would be ideal. In any case, guys, I know it was not a long stream today. I just wanted to touch base again, get back to streaming on a regular basis. As we get our energy back and we recover from the last 5 days of KvK, we'll be doing some longer streams. Hopefully this weekend we can... Oh, shit. I got a wedding on Saturday. Probably not on Saturday. Sunday morning, maybe we'll try and throw a stream up before the NFL games are on. But Saturday, we got a wedding. Sunday, I really just want to kick back in the recliner and watch some football. The only football game I watched this last opening weekend was the Packers game. You know, so this coming weekend, I just want to veg out, watch some football. Some real football, not that stuff you guys in Europe call football. Controversy begins. Let the chat flame me now. So we're gonna get you over to Apocalypse Gaming. You know what to do when you get there. Do the hashtag Lipstick Gang, so he knows where you're coming from. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Snow Goose, if you're still watching, again, thank you for the 5 gifted. We'll be back tomorrow with another stream. We'll see how long we can go tomorrow. If I get done with work earlier, maybe I'll get an afternoon stream up instead of a late evening stream. But thanks, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night.